Yeah, what's up, guys? What's going on? Hope we are good. All right, so today I'm going to be answering a question on top bottom analysis. Okay, so people do ask me, how do I actually analyze my trade in terms of looking at the higher time frame? That is basically what people mean when they talk about the top bottom analysis, starting from my higher time frame to the lower time frame and maybe your entry time frame. Now I'm going to be doing two things here. First, how to do this on a trending market, and equally how to do this on a ranging market. So when the price is trending, you basically going to be taking advantage of the trend. When the price is ranging, also you also have to know how to take advantage of a ranging market. So another thing you need to pay close attention to is that the strategy you are using for a trending market shouldn't be the same strategy you are going to be using for a ranging market. Let me give you a clear example. Let's say you have a strategy and the strategy is giving you maybe one is to, let's say, 1:4, okay, on average, okay, on a trending market, right? So if you use the same strategy on a ranging market and you want to get 1:4, do you think it's possible? It's like not going to be possible. So if you must use it on a ranging market, you have to like reduce maybe 1:1, or you can actually use 1:2. The reason is because when the price is ranging, the price is not actually making a big move. There is no like big move in the market. So when you start expecting high when the price is ranging, you are definitely not going to hit your TP, right? So that's the reason why you need to have a strategy for a trending market and a ranging market. I think if it's best you can specialize on one, maybe trending market or ranging market. So now what we are going to be doing is to check how to analyze the market. Okay, when the market is trending, then maybe we check when the market is ranging. Okay, so now if you look at this chart closely, you can see that this price is actually trending to the upside. Okay, so when the price is trending, what are the tools you are going to be leveraging? Okay, what are the tools you are going to be using? Likely you are going to be having the trend line. You might be using channel or maybe any other thing like that. Okay, so basically it's going to be trend line and channel. When the price is trending, then you can equally apply maybe some support, a level at swing lows and all that. Maybe if you use other block, you can use other block also when the price is trending. So but basically I'm going to be leveraging on trend line and maybe channel. Okay, now the reason I have an indicator here already, so the indicator is just, I've been using this indicator for like two videos, previous two videos or so, and it's just basically fractal. Okay, just go to your indicator section and add fractal. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'll just pick a trend line, okay, and connect, okay, and connect this. So first, the first question you might be, I have to answer this question, the time frame. Okay, so time frame that you are going to be using depend on your entry time frame and the kind of trader you are. Okay, maybe if you are, let's say you are a scalper, okay, if you're a scalper, that means you're not wasting time in the market. I think, in my own opinion, you don't have to start going far away like 1 week time frame, daily time frame, even 4 hours time frame. Okay, but for me, I prefer starting from 4 hours. Whether you're a scalper or you're a day trader, anything, maybe swing trader, you can go far to weekly time frame and come down to daily time frame and all that. But I'm going to be focusing on just scalpers and day traders. Okay, so for this particular video, right? So now, if you're a scalper, for instance, you are starting, let's say you are starting from 4 hours time frame. Okay, that's my own personal opinion, starting with 4 hours. So some people will tell you don't need 4 hours, you can just start with 30 minutes. For the fact you are entering your trade on 15 minutes time frame, you just need to maybe just go to 1 hour and start your analysis, then come down to 15 minutes or 5 minutes and enter your trade. But I'm suggesting that you go up to 4 hours, right? You are in the middle. Okay, 4 hours, you strike a balance between the higher time frame and other lower time frames. Okay, so now all you have to do is to put in a trend line like this. Okay, then if you zoom out, okay, if you zoom out again, you are going to see that you can equally see the kind of longer trend line. Okay, you can actually connect. This is a kind of long period. If you are using moving average, you have maybe moving average 50 working at this point instead of like 21. But we're not using moving average here for the trend. Okay, so you can see I have a trend line here. Okay, so and I also have this. So now another thing you need to do, because you might be wondering, how do you connect this trend line? You can see I zoomed out, right? When I zoom in, I was able to get this. So let me change the color of this one to black so that you know exactly what is going on. Okay, so this is my inner trend line when I zoomed in, right? When I zoomed in, I have this black trend line. Okay, so I can equally do that right here also. Okay, connecting using my fractal to pick my highs. Okay, so you can see I have a trend line right here. Then I can equally zoom out again. Sorry about this. I can equally zoom out again to get a bigger picture of the chart, right? To get the bigger picture of the chart. Sorry about this. So this is one of the disadvantages when you are using a phone to do your analysis. So you can see what I have here. So I have the bigger picture and I have the inner chart. Okay, that is subtrend or subtrend line. Okay, so all I need to do is to zoom in now. Okay, so each time the price comes to any of these lines, okay, I still need to change the color of this, sorry, to red, because that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so you just need to make sure that the color is the same. Okay, so now if you look right here, I have my outer trend line, which is the red line. Okay, and I have my inner trend line, which is this black line. Okay, so at this point now you can now start looking for something else. Okay, do we have like a very like dynamic support and resistance zone that you can actually mark out? And I have one right here, so I'm going to connect my support and resistance also. Okay, so you can see right here, so the price actually, if you look from here, you see that the price gave us a resistance zone here, gave us resistance here, gave us another zone here. Okay, so if you look at this point, that's a strong zone. Okay, so what are you going to be doing now with this analysis, or with these lines? What are you going to be doing with these lines? Okay, now before I show you what you are going to be doing with these lines, let's just check what happened before. If you look what happened right here, let's say you have put in your line here as your resistance and you have stretched it to this zone. Have you seen when the price push up, maybe after this point you mark out that zone, the price return to that zone again, and not just returning to that zone, we have our outer trend line and we also have our inner trend line at that zone. Okay, so at that zone, that's a very powerful zone right here. Okay, this is a very powerful zone at this point. Okay, now that you have seen that the price actually reverses, even though this is against the trend, okay, but the price still respected that powerful zone. Okay, now where are we going to be taking advantage again? What is the where is the likely zone which we are going to be targeting? That's the importance of doing chart breakdown. It's not just to see lines and everything, or your chart looking good, anything like that. You want to see how to take advantage of these lines you are putting in. And if you look closely, if you're observant, you are going to see we have a zone right here. Okay, so this is a zone, this is a support zone, and you can see that our trend line also aligns at that zone. This is our potential zone of interest or area of interest. So if the price should push down to this our zone now, have you seen how top bottom analysis have helped you check out, just looking at the higher time frame, check out the zone you are going to be targeting. Now you have your area of interest. What do you have to do? You now start going down to lower time frame. This is the point you now start waiting for the price to come to your zone. You look for entry signals. Maybe you now apply your strategy, maybe candlestick strategy, or you are using order block, or you are using any strategy at all. This is the point. Now you have already break down the chart on 4 hours time frame. You can equally now go down to 1 hour time frame to see if you have some zones you can actually mark out again. So if you look at 1 hour time frame, you can equally mark out something here, okay, because we have like the kind of reverse at this zone. You can see right there we had the price respected these points and also come here before the breakout. So the price can equally come there and consolidate or do anything, but if you look, we are targeting and we are hoping that the price should come back to this zone right here. If the price should come back to this zone, you can see how strong this zone is. The price also retraced at this point on 1 hour time frame and push up. You can see when the price retraced this is what I want you to pay close attention to. When the price retested this point, you can see the momentum, you can see the power, you can see that buying power right there. Okay, that's what you want. You want to make entry and you see results. You want to make entry and you see movements, right? So that is exactly what you want as a trader. Okay, so this, you just need a zone where in which if the price should hit the zone, you are likely going to see a reversal, or you are likely going to see a break and retest. You want to see movement. As a trader, you are looking for movement, right? So that's exactly how you can take advantage of higher time frame, scaling down to lower time frame, then start looking for entry. So you can see we have marked out this zone also on 1 hour time frame. Then if let's say your entry time frame is 15 minutes, this is the point, this is time you now go down to 15 minutes time frame, and you simply wait patiently for this price to just retrace back to this zone. Okay, once the price retraces back to this zone, that's the point you're going to be making entry. Now you're not just going to be waiting blindly, you're also going to be watching this zone too, because it's also a zone and a kind of area of interest, but it might not be that strong like this one. Look at why I'm sharing with you that this is a kind of point of interest or area of interest. This second zone right here, okay, is also an interesting area. Now on 15 minutes time frame, you can now put in another trend line, guys. This is interesting. This is you doing the top bottom analysis, okay, breaking down the chart from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Now you can agree with me that this is also a zone, okay, because the price is retested this zone for like 3 times or more, right? So it's a valid trend line on 15 minutes time frame. So you now have your 15 minutes time frame trend line. So you have to change that color to something maybe blue, okay? So you have this. Make sure you are changing the color so that you will know which time frame have which line, okay? You can see our blue is the 15 minutes trend line, the black is the inner trend line on 4 hours, while the red is the outer trend line, okay? So if you look right here, that's why I said you are not going to be trading waiting for the price to push down to this second level blindly, sorry. You can see here we also have a zone, a confluence between that trend line and our resistance zone, which is turned to a support zone right now. So if the price should retrace back to this level and you see any signal based on your strategy to buy, you can still buy, okay? If the price breaks and maybe hits the second level, which is down here, you're also going to be making your entry. So now you have 2 entry zone now, okay? You are waiting for the price to come here, or you are waiting for the price to come here. So once the price push down to your zone, you now apply your entry strategy and you make your entry. I hope this, with this few minutes that we had, we're able to like see how you can easily do this on a trading market, okay? So I'm going to be doing this also on a ranging market. You see how to break down the chart quickly without wasting time on a ranging market, but this is going to be coming as part 2 of this video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, my robot is still on sale, ending this month, ending of this month, I will end the sale of this robot. By then, people who want it could have been kind of get laid their hands on this robot by then, and we are going to stop the sale of this robot. Guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like this video and share this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now, guys.